Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Tyrell Malaysia's return to training, and grim news for Manchester United ahead of Sunderland clash. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Tyrell Malaysia has made a return to first-team training at Carrington. After being informed he was surplus to requirements and excluded from Ruben Amorim's plans, Tyrell Malaysia is back training with the senior squad. The left-back, the only player remaining from United's so-called bomb squad, was unable to secure a transfer away during the summer window. He has now rejoined his first-team colleagues, spotted alongside them for the first time, with Ahmad also returning to the fold after a period of absence due to a personal loss. Manchester United held discussions with clubs in Turkey and Greece, while intermediaries proposed deals to teams in Cyprus and Belgium, but no agreement was reached. Malaysia was included in United's 25-man Premier League squad, paving the way for a potential comeback. Having trained with the under-21, he has now been welcomed back into the first-team setup, with his attitude and fitness levels described as top-notch. A fresh opportunity awaits Malaysia, at least until January, when he must prove to Ruben Amorim that he was wrong to overlook him. More broadly, Malaysia has a point to prove to the footballing world. He needs to show PSV Eindhoven, who loaned him in January but opted against triggering their £8.3 million buy option, that they made a mistake. His immediate goal is to earn a place in a matchday squad. It's a case of taking things one step at a time. If he can secure some playing time, his prospects of earning a move away in January will be significantly boosted. Manchester United's good and bad news ahead of Sunderland clash. Manchester United are gearing up to face Sunderland at Old Trafford this Saturday in their latest Premier League fixture. Following a disappointing defeat to Brentford in their previous outing, Ruben Amorim's side are determined to return to winning ways. The loss at Brentford has left United languishing in 14th place in the league table, with just 7 points from their opening 6 matches. The pressure is mounting on the team to deliver a strong performance in front of their home supporters. Amorim is expected to devise a tailored strategy to capitalize on the home advantage, with hopes that key players will rise to the occasion. The match against Sunderland presents an opportunity for Manchester United to climb the league standings. Sunderland, a formidable side this season, will pose a stern test for a United team still searching for consistency. The newly promoted club have made an impressive start to the Premier League campaign, sitting 5th with 11 points from 6 matches, boasting 3 wins, 2 draws, and 1 defeat. Their standout performer Granit Xhaka has been pivotal in midfield, delivering 3 assists in 6 matches to drive Sunderland's attacking play. Meanwhile, Wilson Isidore has been a clinical presence up front, leading the club's scoring charts in the Premier League with 3 goals this season. United's form has been inconsistent, with 3 losses in their first 6 matches. The defeat to Brentford highlighted their struggles, as they failed to convert chances and looked vulnerable at the back. Amorim is likely to make adjustments to the starting lineup for the Sunderland match, focusing on improving service to striker Benjamin Sesko, who scored against Brentford. There is also an emphasis on shoring up a defense that has conceded 11 goals, with much of the blame attributed to poor coordination at the back. However, there are several developments concerning the squad's condition that could shape United's preparations for this crucial encounter. Below is the latest on Manchester United's squad, including the positive and negative updates that may influence their approach. On the positive side, Amad Diallo returned to training on Wednesday. The Ivory Coast international missed the Brentford match due to personal reasons following the loss of a family member. The club has offered full support to Amad, and his return to the squad is a significant boost for United's attacking options. Additionally, Casemiro is available again after serving a suspension in the previous match. The experienced Brazilian midfielder is expected to bolster the midfield, providing stability and know-how to control the game against Sunderland. The return of these 2 players offers Amorim a welcome lift as he plans his strategy. On the downside, Lisandro Martinez remains sidelined with a serious knee injury sustained in February. Despite resuming light training, the defender is still some way off a full recovery, and his absence continues to weaken United's backline. This prolonged absence is a significant blow to the team's defensive structure. Nasser Mazraoui will also miss the match, as he continues to recover from a thigh injury. The fullback is not expected to return until after the October international break, leaving United short of options at right back and potentially disrupting the team's balance. His absence further limits Amorim's flexibility in shaping the defensive setup. With these circumstances in mind, Manchester United will need to manage their resources wisely. Amorim is likely to turn to Lainery Yoro to fill in for Mazraoui, despite the latter often playing as a centre-back in Amorim's system. The return of Amad Diallo should inject creativity and solidity into the side, while Casemiro's presence is expected to provide balance in midfield and disrupt Sunderland's attacks. The clash with Sunderland will be a critical test for United to prove they can recover from their recent setbacks and kickstart a positive run in the Premier League. Price: Manchester United are prepared to pay for national team midfielder. Manchester United are reportedly keen on bolstering their midfield, with Nottingham Forest's Elliot Anderson emerging as a prime target. The 22-year-old Englishman has caught the eye with his performances at the City Ground, prompting speculation about a potential move to Old Trafford. United's interest comes as they look to address ongoing concerns in their midfield, which has been identified as a weak link in Ruben Amorim's squad. The Red Devils are under pressure following a disappointing campaign so far, with a recent defeat to Brentford adding to the scrutiny on Amorim. Last season's failure to secure European football, particularly after losing the Europa League final to Tottenham Hotspur, has left United desperate to strengthen their squad. The absence of Champions League football has only heightened the urgency to make impactful signings. United's midfield struggles have been evident, with captain Bruno Fernandes often deployed in a deeper role alongside a defensive midfielder. However, Fernandes has struggled in this double pivot, completing just 77.2% of his 404 passes this season. His lack of mobility has been exposed, with the Portuguese star managing only 14 tackles and no interceptions in the Premier League, highlighting the need for a more dynamic presence. According to sources, Nottingham Forest have set a hefty price tag of over £70 million for Anderson, a figure that reflects their determination to keep the talented midfielder. The club are confident of retaining their star, who has become a cornerstone of their side. This valuation could prove a stumbling block for United, who are navigating financial constraints while aiming to rebuild their squad. Anderson's skill set makes him an attractive prospect for United. The young midfielder boasts an impressive 85.5% pass completion rate from 530 passes, showcasing his composure on the ball. His mobility is another asset, with 19 tackles and 5 interceptions in the Premier League, far surpassing Fernandes in both categories. These qualities suggest Anderson could complement United's captain, allowing Fernandes to play in his preferred number 10 role. Despite Anderson's suitability, signing him would not entirely solve United's midfield woes. Fernandes thrives as an attacking midfielder, and pairing him with Anderson might still leave gaps defensively. Amorim's tactical setup would require careful adjustment to accommodate both players, as United continue to search for balance in the centre of the park. Nottingham Forest's reluctance to sell is understandable, given Anderson's importance to their ambitions. The 22-year-old has shown maturity beyond his years, contributing both defensively and in possession. Forest's confidence in keeping him underscores their belief in his potential to develop into one of the Premier League's top midfielders. For United, the pursuit of Anderson represents a broader effort to rebuild a squad capable of competing at the highest level. The club have also been linked with Brighton's Carlos Baleba, indicating Amorim's intent to overhaul the midfield. However, with Forest standing firm and the £70 million price tag looming large, United may need to explore alternative options to address their shortcomings. As the January transfer window approaches, Manchester United's hierarchy will need to weigh their priorities carefully. Strengthening the squad is essential to salvage their season and restore their place among Europe's elite. Whether Anderson becomes the answer to their midfield conundrum remains to be seen, but his potential acquisition signals United's ambition to reclaim their former glory. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.